All right, it's spring 2026, explaining the timeline portion of the Unit X snapshot period project. All right, so the idea here, so we have a blank one I can use here. So the timeline here. The goal is to tell the story of the period with like big moments. Now you're gonna look up specific dates, but I don't care if you know specific dates, but it'll be nice to just see like, hey, this time period, what kind of just tells the story, like dominates it. Like some of them should be obvious, like 1492, all right, or 1453, right? On this one right here, 1453 better be the first one. Come on, come on. And so my vision for it is, you decide how detailed you want to be. I'm looking for, you can go about this two different ways. You can either put more dates, like 10 to 12, and all you do is you have the date, like 1492, and maybe even 8 to 12. And you're like, Columbus, discover America. All right, and then before that you'd have 1453. Ottomans, you can even abbreviate these. Capture Constantinople. All right, and then you just put an arrow between them. And if you just do it like that, I'm looking for 8 to 12. 8 is fine probably, to be honest. If you want to add a little more flair to them, you can just do like 5. And you can also add me a little picture, because I think just spending that extra time would help you just tattoo it on your heart. So like you could put like the cannon and the walls, or give us like a nice ship with like the crosses on it. You don't have to do that, but if you do it like that, we're looking for like 5 to 7. If you don't do pictures, I still want to see the dates big. Like I love when they're like bold, 1453, 1492. So like when you look at that, what tells the story of the time period? Like when you look at period 1, you can back it up slightly before the period if you want to put like Crusades or something, or Great Schism, I think it's like 1050 something. Big moments that tell the story. To me, you got like 120, Google it, I don't know, 1206 or something is when Genghis Khan rises up. Look up the date. And then I love 1258, bro. I love 1258 because that's when the Mongols burned the Baghdad House of Wisdom. I'm pretty sure, double check it before you put it on there. And I'm like, bro, how much does that tell the story? We got Abbasids falling apart and Mongols rising in one moment. Big stuff, 1270, whatever, Google it. When the Mongols conquered China. You might have to be creative and just look something up and be like, I want to show something about the song. I don't know, look something up. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. But like, you see how these are gonna just tell the story? So either 8 to 12 smaller ones, or if you just want to go baller and have like the biggest 5 events from this time period and you throw a little picture with them and just have some fun. Does that make sense what we're looking for here? But that's what it is. That's what the timeline is.